Today is December 13th around noontime, and this is about yesterday, December 12th. Um, so we were to watch a movie with some friends at the theater, and it was like 7 o'clock show, so we had to be there like 6:45. Now my hubby didn't want to eat this early, and because he had some herbal tea and snacks, and so we usually don't eat that early, so he wasn't hungry. And so anyways, we got some popcorn and stuff at theater, and then we just decided to go to Taco Bell, just have some quick taco, and head back home. But the drive-through, I don't know, it took more than 20 minutes at the drive-through, and he didn't want to keep waiting long, and the line didn't move at all. Not even a single car had moved, so it was so weird that. And there were already 4 cars ahead of us, so and we had already waited for 20 minutes, and because the car did not even move, a single car didn't move, so he just decided to head back home, and we just thought to have some quick noodles, and that would be it. So it was something quick thing, and I knew whenever there's something noodle thing, this FBI, military, DARPA, DOD, CIA guys, they will always put this cockroach usually in my path. Or it's like, say if I am to go to from the island towards the pantry, then they will put the cockroach there, or sometimes just in the kitchen sink, which is just on the right side. But yeah, there wasn't any cockroach, so I figured either they will give me electric shocks, or they will swell up my tongue, or they will have me bite myself, like bite my gums. Usually they do it without my they can move my hands, they can move my legs, feet, twitching muscles. They do all these things, even like how you move your jaw, and you have like a tongue bite sometimes, and sometimes you bite your gums. It's they have done it, and it is so obvious it's not me doing it. Somebody else is controlling my brain. And the only way they can control is, and CIA, the Robert Duncan guy, has already said it on his on his website, where it's his website, on LinkedIn. He had said that they have the ability, they are 50 years ahead of this technology, where they can even have the ability to move people's muscles, hands, without their own will. He has said it, and I've experienced it. So who is really doing it? CIA, Robert Duncan. Obviously, he's the main culprit, and obviously the DARPA guys, and whoever wants this brain-computer interface, the Richard Boylan guy. All these people who are after Star Kids to do super interrogation, because all this while, what is going on? Super interrogation. If you make noodles, if you eat this, then we will do something, electric shocks on your right side of the brain, or we will burn your cheek, or we will. And they just started giving me twitching on the left side of the thigh right now in real time as I'm speaking. So anything on the left side, it means correct. We are the DARPAs, we are the DODs, we are doing your brain computer interface. I'm the Richard Boylan, and I do super interrogate the Stargates. I look over them and blah blah blah, right? So they are confirming all this while I'm speaking. So what they did yesterday was, well, they had started to burn my cheek little. First, the very first thing, they gave me that kind of bite where I bit my gums. Like, it was very subtle, but they did it. It was like when we were about to get the ticket. I don't know what problem they had back then, but even if I'm talking something and they have problem with it, or I don't know if that was a mention about the herbal tea, because they had given us, like, for some Christmas gift they had given us. And so I think the friend was just asking, did you try it or something? I don't know if that was the time, but I don't exactly remember. Sometimes it has to do with something, oh, because I started giving it to my hubby, so maybe they wanted to make an issue of why you didn't give that particular herbal tea, why did you give the one that I had brought. They make issue about anything and everything. And so they gave me a bite right there, and then when we reached home, I made noodles for my hubby. He had it. Then I made my own noodles because it was two different kind of noodles. So right when I think second or third bite when I was about to take, that's it. They gave me immediate bite where I bit the up right side. Okay, it's always on the right side. Right side, upper, um, upper tongue, not tongue, sorry, upper gum area. Um, um, you know where the upper lips are, so inner side of the upper lips, I would say it's the right side, and they gave me the bite and still, and so I had now problems brushing my teeth and eating on that side, and they still try to do it a little bit. And all the while yesterday night and even today morning, since morning they have been burning my right cheek, and I don't know why, but they have been burning my right cheek, and they want to continuously keep that thing going on. Why you made noodles, why? It was something we hadn't even decided, and we had just decided to have something quick at Taco Bell, and it just didn't work out thanks to their ghetto gang stalkers around, who deliberately come there and make or create all this scene on purpose, and they tell even the business people how to behave. And many times there are also some demons also working through all these people, where they make, I mean, it's so bizarre. Why would even a car, whatever order you had, it didn't even move at all for 20 minutes, not a single car moved. And I saw, and there was another window where it was open on there were like two different windows, right? One where they do one where they take the orders, and the second where it was open, and I could see literally like employees just hanging around there, and I don't know what the heck was going on. So probably these people sometimes even tell businesses what to do, what not to do, how to behave, what to do, and how to mess up our orders. Sometimes they used to do that a lot, when my gang stalking was going on like a few years ago. But anyways, so it's like almost they plan out what to do, because the entire day, I mean, I spoke something where probably they didn't like it, so now they want to create a scenario where now they can blame me. So they created a scenario where I have to make noodles out of blue, and so now they can blame me by putting this giving me this bite. So when I bit my own upper lips on the right side, and then when I immediately told my hubby that this is what they do, but it's almost like some demon is possessing him, so he immediately gets into this rejecting mode, like he doesn't want to hear anything about it. And it's almost like he had this furious face on his furious look on his face, and he literally like picked up everything, but he was done eating noodles, but he just picked up his whatever iPad and everything, and he just left from there. So and I could tell, and I was just watching this trend genius guy's video. He's a Illuminati person, by the way, but he talks a lot about chosen ones, how these people, how your family members, and how they behave, how they go against you, is because they all are possessed by demons. And whenever you try to say something or try to convince them about something, their reaction totally changes. It's like the demons immediately possesses the person, or the demons just come out of that person, and then they actually go away from you or try to attack me back, rather than listening to what I just said. Because not only that happened, as soon as I told him that this is what just happened to me, that they beat me, I didn't beat myself. So in a normal person, a normal husband would ask, oh, you didn't beat yourself? Oh, well, let me see what kind of technology is this. Or because I've told him that there are technologies. I've told him to even look up the Netflix, the unlisted show, where they show there are implants in people, where their bodies are taken over totally, and it's all computer controlled, right? So I'm not sure if I have implants or it's this is purely voodoo or black magic witchcraft, because anyway, so this guy just told me about the people just acting against you, your own family members, and I saw that on his face. There was no reason for him to even become furious, and I saw that furious thing on his face. I'm like, rather than figuring out, rather than listening, rather than researching on why this happened, and I'm telling that the CIA guy just wrote on his own page that, oh, we have the ability to move somebody's muscles. Rather than going through that route, you just want to go away from your wife's problem, and then you want to become furious. Okay, so it was almost like then I would feel so bad about that entire thing, and so it would make me even more guilty and like lonely at the same time. That first of all, not only these people are giving me guilt by giving me bite, they are giving me physical and mental torture at the same time. But then here comes my own family members who behave like this, and it's not just him, it's everybody in my family, be it my own mother, my father, my own brother, or my in-laws, and anybody. I've tried to tell so many people, right? But at the same time, when they bit me, and when I told my hubby about this, they started, it wasn't zapping my vagina, but they, like, the way they do it, it feels like kind of vibration in my vagina. Okay, all those, zapping is different. Zapping is almost like it's like an electric current they will give you in vagina. That's different sensation, but this was like a vibration sensation they start to give in my vagina. And all this, I think, is part of voodoo and witchcraft, because there is a guy called Crone, Baron Crone. He's a pastor. He's a pastor, and he said that all these military people, they have hired 300 witches, and these military people are working with these witches to summon demons. Okay, and so what do you think was going on at Area 51? Because even Almas Jacob exposed that at Area 51 they are summoning demons, and that is what they even show in the FIFA World Cup. The ghost mascot, he says everything, that we have been here for years and we have been giving technology and music and this and that to your people. So that is what Area 51 guys say, right? That we are in touch with aliens. It's just that they gave fancy name of aliens to these demons, and this alien term was given by CIA, and nobody knew about alien term before 1950s, I believe. And whenever we saw all these kind of things flying around, they used to call it what, genes and demons, ghosts. So anyway, so when I said that CIA gave this term and all that, they just gave me a twitch on the left side of the on the left leg. So again, confirming that yes, we are the ones who gave the name of alien. And of course, the faces that people show, they show it to the people, the big eyes and small nose and small mouth and slender. That entire alien face was given actually by Aleister Crowley, who summoned a demon that looked similar to the alien. So anyways, and so yeah, they have started to burn my cheek and all, and continuously. It's very painful. And so this chosen one, the guy who's the Illuminati guy, the trend genius, he calls himself some genius guy. He said that chosen ones are like the chosen by the Most High God, and will be alone, but we have to fight the battle against the evil and devil and blah and blah. Now I don't know why the heck Illuminati guy would suddenly start talking about Jesus Christ or chosen by God, and wearing Jesus cross in his neck. I don't know, it makes no sense, because these people, they worship Satan, and he in fact had a book on how to break spells. Who who well, you need to have that kind of knowledge, witchcraft knowledge, to even break the spells. So who would have that knowledge? The normal usual people there who are not into Satanism, witchcraft, they're not going to know anything about it. So I think only the Satanist people are going to be in the witchcraft, and they would know about even breaking the spell. And the fact, and he's charging $177, okay, for that book, but the fact that CIA, all these people who are currently 24/7 watching me right now, FBI, NSA, DARPA, DOD, all these Richard Boylan guys and all these people, why would they even have his book or his website, his link, anything even be there? It makes no sense, because if if the spell is broken, witchcraft, then they cannot do their directed energy weapons thing, right? What is directed energy weapons? It's nothing but voodoo. They just have this doll, and where they give me shooting needle pains, and they give me electric shocks on very particular region. How is that possible? It's only possible via voodoo and witchcraft. So yeah, just the way they give demons and genes a name like alien, it's the same thing. They give voodoo a fancy name called directed energy weapon.